YouTube. This is the Hogue EX01 knife, Tanto model. It was designed by Elishewitz. Sorry if I mangle that name, but he is a very famous knife designer. I've owned this knife for quite a while. I did a review a long time ago, but I felt it was important to do a review with the better camera, show more detail on the knife, because Hogue, which is more famous actually for making grips for firearms, right? You probably know them from that. Hogue also does produce knives, and this model, which also comes in drop point, it's kind of their flagship model, so I felt it was very important to get the information about it, a review out there, just to help you if you're considering purchasing this knife. It does go for about $150. All right, so it is a high-end production folder, and as you can see, it's an Americanized Tanto style tip. It is a partial flat grind with a nice stone wash. It does come razor sharp, and it has an aluminum handle. All right, let's do a little cutting. Comes razor sharp. I haven't beat the crap out of this, so I haven't even needed to resharpen it, but it will arrive razor sharp, as you would expect for a knife in this price range. Now here is a closer look at the aluminum handle in olive drab. I like just how clean it looks. It is closed construction, mostly closed. Right, and you see the pocket clip there. It comes set up for right side tip down, can be adjusted to right side tip up. Right, so it is a two-position pocket clip. Right, now it has the volcano style thumb studs, terraced. Right, and you see the cutout there, so you can get at them. All right, the opening, very smooth and very easy. Let me show you a close up. Look how there, you see how nicely done that stonewash finish is. That's probably the most preferred type of finish, I would say, from all people I've heard from. Nice gray stonewash finish, the geometry of the grind, and then the secondary grind, very nice. You see it has a little stylized fin right there. It has some texture right there, right, to apply more pressure. But altogether, it is a very well-made knife. Now it is a button lock, right? That is the pivot screw, right? It's a very heavy-duty pivot screw. That is the lock. To disengage it, just press that there, right? And you see how that works. All right, there it is. Now the advantage of a button lock is that it's so compact. You know, that's the whole lock. It's so lightweight and so compact, very simple, right? And it is placed so that it's out of the way. You're not going to accidentally hit that. You see how it's not going to get hit accidentally, no matter what grip you use. So it is placed right. And also I like just how large they make the button, so when you do need to get at it, it's very easy. Obviously you can close it one-handed. Right, now this switch right here is a secondary lock, and when that is pushed forward, it makes it impossible. See, you cannot disengage the primary lock when that is pushed forward. All right. One interesting feature about this secondary lock, it is manual, but if you push it halfway up when it's closed, as you open the blade, it will engage the rest of the way. Right, so it's manual, but if you push it halfway up, it'll engage automatically. It's a nice feature, little trick you might not know. All right, and here's a size comparison with the Spyderco Military. They're around the same blade length, you know, both basically 4 inches in blade length. The Spyderco Military's handle is slightly longer. Now the weight on the Hogue knife is 5.8 ounces. All right, so it's not super heavy for this size, but it is on the heavy side. I have no problem with that because it's it's so strongly built. There was no blade play or anything like that. All right, so this would be very comparable to the Spyderco Military. It is slightly more expensive. It is a little more heavily built, but generally the same types of missions. It's just if you want something that's a little more heavily built, the fit and finish and overall quality, I would say, is as good. It's actually even a little bit better, all right, than the Spyderco, and the Spyderco is very good. All right, so these Hogue knives, they are first rate. All right, now, since Hogue makes grips for firearms, a lot of people might actually be checking out this knife as a backup to their handgun. And do I think it would serve as that? Yes, I do. It is very well built, high quality. Because of the length of the blade, it would be categorized as a tactical folder, but you'll also find that it's just very useful for everyday tasks as well. So, yes, I would recommend the Hogue EX01. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for many more. I'm out of here, guys. Peace out.